Manila, Philippines, 1995, Tuesday afternoon. Ellen Gym in Parañaque, a local boxing gym that smells like decades of sweat and liniment. Concrete floors, tin roof that amplifies the tropical heat, heavy bags hanging from chains, speed bags rattling, jump ropes slapping. The sound of leather hitting leather echoes through the space. This is where real fighters train. Not celebrities, not fitness enthusiasts. Fighters preparing for actual combat. In one corner, a group of welterweights work the mitts. 147 pounds. Full-grown men, strong, experienced. They've been training here for years. Some are prospects. Some are journeymen. All of them know how to fight, how to hurt people, how to take punishment and give it back. The gym door opens. Manny Pacquiao walks in. 16 years old, 106 pounds, maybe 5'5" if you're generous, skinny, boyish face, wearing worn shorts and a faded tank top, cheap shoes with holes. He looks like he should be in school, not in a gym with grown men who break faces for money. The welterweights notice. One nudges another. They look at Manny, look at his size, look at his age. One of them smiles. Not mean, just amused. What's this kid doing here? Manny walks to the corner where his trainer stands. An old man named Sardo Maya, weathered face, scarred knuckles, decades in boxing. He's seen everything. Trained champions, trained failures, knows the difference before the first punch is thrown. Sardo greets Manny. Ready to work? Yes, coach. Good, wrap your hands. We're sparring today. Manny nods. Starts rapping. The welterweights watch. One of them, a fighter named Rico, calls over. Coach Sardo, who's the kid sparring? Sardo doesn't look up from checking Manny's hand wraps. Whoever wants to. Rico laughs. Not cruel, just confident. I'll go around with him. Light work. Don't want to hurt the kid. Sardo finishes checking the wraps. Looks at Rico. Your choice. But don't say I didn't warn you. Rico smiles wider. Thinks Sardo is joking. Playing up the kid. Trying to build mystique. Rico is 24 years old. 147 pounds. Been boxing since he was 12. Won regional titles. Fought professionally. Lost some. Won some. He's not a star, but he's legitimate. And he outweighs this kid by 41 pounds. The gym manager brings out the headgear and gloves. 16-ounce sparring gloves, padded. Safe. This is training, not a war. Rico puts on his gear. Still smiling. Still relaxed. This is easy work. A few rounds with a kid. Make him feel welcome. Don't hurt him too bad. Let him learn. Manny puts on his gear. No expression. No smile. No nervousness. Just focus. He's done this before. Many times. Size doesn't scare him. Size never scared him. They meet in the ring. The gym gathers around. About 15 fighters, trainers, corner men. Everyone wants to see. New blood in the gym always draws attention, especially when there's a size difference this obvious. Sardo gives final instructions to Manny. Quiet words. Manny nods, listens, absorbs. Rico's trainer tells him, keep it light, technical. Let the kid get some experience. Yeah. I got it. They touch gloves. The timer starts. 3-minute round. Light sparring. Just worked out. Rico comes out orthodox. Establishes his jab, long, using his reach advantage. He's got 6 inches of reach on Manny, maybe more. The jab snaps out. Testing distance. Feeling the range. This is textbook. This is correct. Use your advantages. Manny moves forward. Doesn't retreat. Doesn't circle away. Just walks forward. Steady pressure. Rico jabs again. Catches Manny on the forehead. Clean. Manny's head snaps back slightly. Rico resets. Feeling good. This is easy. 5 seconds in. Manny closes distance. Faster than Rico expected. Suddenly, he's inside Rico's range. Too close for the jab to work. Too close for Rico's reach advantage to matter. Rico tries to step back, reset, create space. Manny doesn't let him. Stays close. Moves with him. Like a shadow. Like water. Everywhere Rico tries to go, Manny is already there. 7 seconds. Rico throws a combination. Jab right hand. Trying to create separation. Manny slips all three. Head movement. Minimal. Efficient. The punches miss by inches. Rico is throwing. Manny is gone. 10 seconds. Manny counters. Left hook to the body. Short. Compact. Lands clean under Rico's right elbow. The sound is sharp, solid, different from the sound of gloves hitting headgear. This is glove hitting flesh. Rico's breath huffs out. Not hurt, just surprised. That punch had weight behind it. Real weight. Rico tries to clinch. Tie up, control the kid. Get his bearings. Manny pivots out before Rico can lock his arms. Already gone. Already moving to a new angle. 12 seconds. Rico is starting to realize something. This isn't light sparring. This kid isn't here to learn. He's here to work. Real work. 15 seconds. Manny attacks again. Combination. Left, right, left to the body. All three land. Precise. Targeted. Same spot. Building damage. Rico's guard drops slightly, instinctively protecting his ribs. Manny sees it. Right hand comes up. Catches Rico clean on the jaw. Through the headgear. Through the padding. Rico's head snaps to the side. The gym goes quiet. The sound of that punch carried. Everyone heard it. Everyone saw Rico's head turn. That wasn't a light sparring shot. That was a real punch. Rico backs up, resets. His smile is gone, completely. This is serious now. He needs to establish control. Needs to use his size. His experience. He's a grown man. This is a kid. A 106-pound kid. 20 seconds. Rico tries to pressure. Tries to use his weight. Walk Manny down. Impose his physicality. But Manny doesn't back up. Doesn't retreat. Stands his ground. Plants his feet. And when Rico comes forward, Manny meets him with a left hand to the solar plexus. Perfect placement. Perfect timing. Rico's forward momentum carries him into the punch. Rico stops. Frozen. His eyes go wide. His mouth opens. The air won't come. The diaphragm spasm. The body's emergency shutdown. He's been hit in the solar plexus before. This is different. This is heavier. This is precise. This is surgical. The trainer steps in, waves it off. Time, that's enough. Rico backs to his corner, takes off his headgear. Breathing hard. Not from exhaustion. From impact. From shock. From the realization that he just got hurt by a 106-pound teenager. The gym is silent. No one smiles now. No one laughs. They all saw it. Saw Rico, a legitimate welterweight fighter, get systematically broken down in 20 seconds by someone who shouldn't have been able to touch him. Sardo climbs into the ring. Takes off Manny's gloves. Good work. Shower up. Manny nods. Climbs out of the ring. Walks to the locker room. No celebration. No gloating. Just work completed. Another day of training. Rico sits on the bench in his corner. His trainer brings water. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. But his voice is shaky. His hands are shaking slightly. Not from fear. From adrenaline. From the body's response to getting hurt unexpectedly. Another fighter, one of Rico's friends, comes over. What happened? Rico shakes his head slowly. I don't know, man. I thought it would be easy. Light work. The kid's tiny. I outweigh him by 40 pounds. But the second we started, he was just there. Everywhere I turned, he was there. And when he hit me, it felt like getting hit by someone my size. Maybe bigger. How's that possible? I don't know. But that kid isn't normal. Something's different about him. Word spreads through the gym. By the next day, everyone knows. The tiny kid who looks like he belongs in high school just hurt Rico, not beat him. Hurt him, made him quit after 20 seconds. Made him realize that size doesn't mean what he thought it meant. The next week, Manny is back in the gym. Same routine. Same quiet focus. Same worn clothes and cheap shoes. But now when he walks in, no one smiles. No one makes comments about his size. No one volunteers to spar with him casually, thinking it'll be easy work. They watch him train. Watch his speed. His precision. His absolute lack of hesitation. They start to understand what Sardo already knew. This kid is different. This kid has something that can't be taught. Can't be trained. Either you have it or you done single quotes T. Timing. Distance. The ability to generate power from angles that shouldn't work. The ability to see openings that don't exist for normal fighters. The ability to make size irrelevant through pure skill and speed and timing. Rico never sparred with Manny again. Not because he was afraid. Because he was smart. He knew what that 20 seconds taught him. That there are levels to this sport. That physical advantages mean nothing against someone who's operating at a different level entirely. Years later, Rico would tell the story. After Manny became famous. After the World Championships. After the 8 division titles. After the legend was built, people would ask Rico, "Did you really spar with Manny Pacquiao?" Once, for about 20 seconds. What was it like? Rico would pause. Choose his words carefully. I walked into that ring thinking his size was a disadvantage. Thinking I'd take it easy on him. Thinking I was doing him a favor by sparring with him. 20 seconds later, I understood I had it backwards. He was doing me a favor by not hurting me worse. Was he that good even back then? Good isn't the right word. He was different. You could see it immediately. The way he moved. The way he saw openings. The way his punches carried weight that shouldn't have been possible from that frame. I've sparred with world champions. Professional killers. That kid at 16 scared me more than any of them. Why? Because the champions fought like they had something to prove. Manny fought like he had nothing to prove. Like the outcome was already decided and he was just going through the motions. That's terrifying. Fighting someone who knows they're better than you before the first punch is thrown. Sardo Maia, Manny's trainer from those early days, was asked about it in an interview years later. About training Manny when he was still an unknown teenager. Did you know he'd become what he became? Sardo smiled. I knew he was special. I didn't know he'd become the best. But I knew he was different from anyone I'd trained before. How did you know? The sparring sessions. The way other fighters reacted to him. Grown men. Professional fighters. They'd smile when they first saw him. Tiny kid, baby face. They thought it would be easy. Then the bell rang. And within seconds, the smile was gone. Replaced by respect. Sometimes by fear. That's when I knew. When grown men respect a child after one exchange, that child is destined for something extraordinary. What did Manny have that others didn't? Timing. Perfect timing. You can't teach it. You can refine it. Polish it. But the raw ability to see what's happening before it happens, to react before your opponent finishes their thought, that's innate. Manny had it at 16. He still has it now. The gym in Paranaque still exists. L&M Gym. Still training fighters. Still smelling like sweat and liniment. The heavy bags still hang from chains. The speed bags still rattle. And sometimes when old-timers gather, they tell stories about the early days. About the tiny kid who walked in looking like he weighed nothing. Who sparred with grown men and made them quit. Who moved like physics didn't apply to him. Who generated power from impossible angles. who made size and reach and weight advantages disappear through pure skill. They don't smile when they tell those stories. They tell them with respect, with reverence, with the understanding that they witnessed something rare, the beginning of greatness, the moment before the world knew, when Manny Pacquiao was just a poor kid from General Santos with nothing but talent, and hunger and the ability to make people stop, smiling 20 seconds into the first round. That's the real lesson from that day in 1995. Not that size doesn't matter. Size matters. Reach matters. Weight matters. But they matter less than timing, less than precision, less than the ability to be where your opponent doesn't expect you, to hit harder than your frame suggests is possible, to make grown men realize in 20 seconds that everything they thought they knew about physical advantages is incomplete, that they smiled at Manny Pacquiao's size. Nobody smiled after the first exchange. And nobody who sparred with him in those early days ever underestimated him again. Because the lesson was immediate, undeniable, permanent. Some fighters you measure in pounds and inches. Others you measure in what they take away from you in the first 20 seconds. Manny Pacquiao was always the second kind.